Yeah, it's NoAdvisory, and it's your boy Petty P.
It's your girl Shy Bud.
And we here representing it. Shout out to P Fine on the way. Ash B, get well soon. Shout out to E-Class. Shout out to CEO McLean at the crib. Did I forget anybody?
You forgot a lot of people.
No, I didn't.
Merce.
That's one.
Shout out to Darius, D Sleazy.
D Slizzy. Oh yeah, Sleaze.
Come on, son.
Sleaze.
Shout out to
How could I Sleaze? Forgive me.
Shout out to Jay, who apparently is a correspondent.
Sid.
He was doing one of our events last night.
Okay.
And shout out to K Digital.
K Digital. All right. I appreciate your contribution. That was just a slick way to segue. I didn't want to call you out because you usually cuss niggas out when I call you out.
Cool.
Yo! Nigga, motherfucker Al's in here.
Niggas out for what?
For calling you out and shit. You be like, yo, Shy, you want to contribute? Like, nigga, fucking, everybody. You know what I mean?
Niggas swear that they know you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
moving on.
But you might have turned a new leaf.
You don't know me.
I just know that one leaf then. That's all that You gonna have to open that goddamn tree up on the nigga.
Fuck you. Moving on. How are you doing?
I'm good, baby girl.
How was your weekend?
It's been real relaxed, real chill.
That's good.
Punk ass CMS and had the kids out on Friday for virtually nothing for a sunstorm. I mean, we really got sunshine like a motherfucker. We gotta do better
because when I tell you, so they closed early on Thursday. My whole office was gone.
Yeah.
All I had to go get our fucking kids.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
It was ridiculous. For nothing but dust.
Mm-hmm. Dust. Cigarette ashes. Them was Newport ashes blowing. That shit wasn't doing nothing on the ground.
And the sun came out on Friday and all the shit melted. Because got to stay at home for nothing.
For nothing. I made my brother come to work with me.
Oh, did you?
Yep. He was there all 8 hours. I had that little room. I had little assignments and worksheets set out for his ass.
Get to work.
16-year-old, you know what I'm saying? He on punishment anyway, so he ain't had no phone. So this nigga is getting in touch with his inner self.
I know that's right.
Grassroots.
Right. Trying to figure out, right.
Straight
that's what you're supposed to do. And at least you put him in a corporate environment. Yep. So you know now, do you like this shit or not?
Yeah,
right?
He can see exactly. He's
right.
seen all the colonials walking around moving.
Right.
He see how they move, he see how we move, and he see what his life could be like. So if you don't do this shit right here, right now,
this is what you're gonna be doing.
Exactly, B.
This is where you're going to be.
That or jail or some shit.
Anyway.
They be tripping. Right, nigga.
Well, since Ashby is not here, of course your girl Shy Bugs has your hot topics.
Yeah, I mean.
Alright, so we will start off on a tragic note. I actually forgot that this happened this week. We have to send our condolences to the family and friends of Pop Smoke.
Yeah, man.
Pop Smoke was tragically murdered.
That was like Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday, yeah.
That was right.
It was earlier this week, yeah. So his murder reportedly appeared to be a targeted hit and not a robbery that had gone wrong. So if we remember when it was first reported he got killed, he was at a house in Calabasas that somebody else owned. He was that somebody else was renting. I'm sorry. And from what I saw, like through comments and all of those social media, he had his location on his IG stories and on Twitter or Snapchat. I'm sorry. Right. He had his location on there, so they thought niggas ran up or whatever to try to steal because he had a lot of bags and shit in the pictures and all that.
Right.
But they're saying now that it was a targeted hit. People who have seen surveillance footage from the scene tell the site that in the footage you reportedly see 4 men approach the home around 4:30 a.m. and sneak around the back. After a few minutes, 3 of the 4 men walked back up the side of the home to the front, and the 4th man reportedly walked in the back door. But there was no camera to capture it. The next time that man is spotted is when he is seen walking through the front door of the home. At first, it appeared to be a robbery. However, those who have seen the footage claim the person inside the house didn't carry anything out. So they just went to shoot him and bounce. They didn't steal anything.
Word.
And he was only 20 years old. So, and I fucked with him. That Welcome to the Party joint, that's my shit.
Yeah.
The other song that he had after, I think it's called Dior, maybe. Yeah, he was dope. He sounded like 50 Cent to me. A young, he had a little raspiness to it.
Yeah.
Old 15, that's what he sounded like to me.
I can't even say that that I caught a lot of his music, coming through the wave. Sometimes you get in your bubble, you want to listen to stuff that you like.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody young that come out, you don't really want to jump on the wave. But
right.
we what we do in our business, we always involved in new music. But I didn't catch a lot, but I do feel it's in my prayers and condolences and out to his family and
Absolutely,
friends.
because he was so young and he was
man,
really
it's
about to
tragic.
blossom in this music industry. He was blowing up for real.
This is crazy. It's like I don't know. Juice WRLD was at the end of the last year, right?
But that was drug related, like in terms of overdose, and that's a totally different conversation, of course.
Right. Like as far as purpose of death, but as far as young artists, creatives that contributed significantly to hip hop culture, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like you know what I mean? Like Chief Keef's still walking around. You know what I mean?
Still, and he's like really about that gay shit and all that.
He's still walking around. You know what I'm saying? But these guys that are like really like creatives, like they just, it's just a shame.
It's they're leaving us. That's for real.
XXXTentacion, remember that?
Yeah, that was and they had him all on social media, his dead body and all that. Same thing with Nipsey, So yes, you gotta tell your people you love them. You never know. And you niggas is out here hating as well.
Yeah, they looking for a lick. Everybody looking for a lick to get on real quick.
Exactly. So y'all be careful out here in these streets. Watch your circle and all that. And again, my condolences and rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Also, who passed away? It's been 2020 has been some bullshit. Yes. Janet Dubois, Thelma from Good Times.
Oh wow.
She, I'm sorry, she wasn't Thelma. That's not her name.
No, let me
It was
see.
Walona, right? Is that right? Was that Thelma? I didn't watch Good Times.
Good Times?
Good
Yeah, that was Thelma.
Yeah. Yeah, she passed away. I'm sorry. At the age of 74. Because I was like, this is Thelma, but the caption on this picture says something else. So I'm like, well, who is Walona? Because I thought it was Thelma. This is Thelma, right? You don't know because you're 12.
It's that nigga 12.
Her name is Thelma, right?
Yeah,
that is Thelma. So who the hell is Walona? So the shade room got this shit wrong. This is Thelma. Thelma has passed away.
Walona something, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, she did pass away. She also played grandmother on Wayans Brothers. That's what I really know her from. Because Wayans Brothers was my show.
Yeah.
I love Wayans Brothers.
Yeah, that used to be dope.
Yeah, she passed away at the age of 74. I believe she passed away in her sleep. Which, I definitely send my condolences, but I think that is the better way to go.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I just rather not wake up.
That's it right there. Right? Nigga, I just want to go like this one day. I just want to goddamn.
And then listen, no murder, please. Don't shoot me. Don't let me burn. Don't let me drown. None of that. Just let me in my sleep.
No car accident.
None of that.
Upside down, just bleeding to death.
Right.
Like, I don't want to.
None of that.
Yeah, man.
So condolences to her. Also, I have to find it, but it was another woman. I don't know her name off top, but if you see her, she was in a lot of TV shows and episodes, commercials, and all that. Up.
Yep.
She passed away as well.
Yeah, I
was
getting ready to ask.
What's her name? You know? This is so disrespectful. This is a black queen.
No, she really is, and I'm sorry I didn't.
I'm gonna find it.
Almighty.
But yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. But she passed away on the same day.
On the same day.
On the same. That's why I said 2020 been on some bullshit. Also today, Miss B. Smith. I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about it last year. Miss B. Smith was the designer who has Alzheimer's now, and her husband moved his white girlfriend in the house. Remember we argued about it last summer?
Yeah.
She passed away today from her Alzheimer's.
Oh God.
Yes, that's something that I saw on Facebook. So yes, she has reportedly passed away as well. Where is she at, Petty? I can't find it.
Yeah, right.
I feel this is so disrespectful. I'm so sorry. Oh, here it is. Her name is Esther Scott.
Esther Scott. Okay.
Esther Scott passed away. She was the grandmother in Boys in the Hood when Cuba Gooding Jr. was lying about fucking a girl about losing his virginity, and she came home.
Oh yeah. That's her. That's her.
That's one role that she played, but she's been in a lot of different shows and movies that we've all seen her multiple times. So my apologies again, Miss Esther Scott, that I do not remember your name, but rest in peace to you. That took us entirely too long to
No, because there was so many people that came up, man. Diane Carroll popped up on my...
but she passed away last year.
Yeah, so I don't,
All right, so back on track to Ash's Hot Topics. It's really no good news. So more bad news. Star Brim is Cardi B's best friend.
Yeah.
She just got released from jail. She's been released for a couple of months.
Okay.
She's pregnant. She's about to have a baby.
Okay.
And she has now got slapped with RICO charges.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Can you run that back for the listeners
jail.
Exactly what RICO means?
So,
in a nutshell, like RICO.
Why are you making me do that? You tell me.
It's racketeering.
Racketeering. Okay, thank you. Racketeering.
Because I didn't know. That's why. Nigga, I was living in my honesty and my truth.
Listen, because I know nothing about prison charges, none of that, because I'm not going and I've never been.
So what's racketeering? Is that like you doing bets, or you like, what do you like?
Racketeering, no.
Like with criminal activity.
Right, like different stuff.
Basically like murdering people.
Right. Because she's a member of the 59th Street gang or something? No, Blood. 59 Brim's Blood gang members, right? So she had a whole bunch of charges of like she slashed somebody, a bitch, a girl. Oh, she's a gangster for real. They call her the godmother of the gang itself. Wow. So godmother, she has a higher rank. So it wasn't just her. They did a whole sweep. Everybody got picked up. So when everybody got picked up, they've been watching these niggas for a minute. Sweep. Right. So yes, it is. So RICO stands for Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. Is what it stands for.
Oh, wow.
So it's extended criminal penalties, and it's acts that are associated with an ongoing criminal investigation or a criminal organization. So that means that they've just been watching them for that long. And so so like I said, she was released. She was released from jail last year. She was in jail for a year, I believe. She was in for a year, not on RICO charges, on something unrelated. She was in jail for a year, came out, she was pregnant, happy, all that with her best friend, back in the clubs and all that. And then now she was hit with these RICO charges. Now they're going to allow her to have her baby first before they send her in. But that's going to be even worse. So she's going to give birth to a beautiful child. Hopefully praying her, wishing her a safe and healthy delivery.
Right.
But then she's going to jail after that.
Oh my God.
So prosecutors say Brim was known as the godmother of the street lineup. She is accused of being the highest ranking female member in the gang and is charged for slashing a person and participating in a racketeering conspiracy.
Damn.
So yes, her prosecutor or prosecutors are trying to set a time and date for her to turn herself in since she's about to have her baby. The godfather of the street lineup, his name is Willie Evans. He was also arrested on the same day, and he's facing 2 murder charges along with racketeering, firearms, and conspiracy charges.
Damn.
So these niggas is going down. That gang life they always say when you in this gang shit, you either gonna get in jail or you gonna die. That's it. There's no other way.
So like, damn, and Star Brim is like really gorgeous. Like,
she's
really
a gorgeous girl. Yes, she is.
To think like, she really had she had the world in her hands, kind of thing. And this whole RICO thing stuff, it's like a new charge. It's just some shit they trumping up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just feel like, this goes back to the Meek Mill movement and the systematical, racism that's going on in the justice system, man. With Meek Mill, his problem was that he was on probation for like 10, 20 years or something, so he couldn't really move how he wanted with his music career and all that. Right. Now, I don't condone any type of gang activity. I don't condone we out here murdering people and shit like that. If you need to go to jail for that. She's pregnant, so this is not wrong for her to. This is on her. Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's like, it just depends on what she had to do with it. But if you said she high ranking, then she's
the godmother. She had to do something to be the godmother. Yeah.
I mentioned Meek Mill because he pushes for that reform.
He does push for the reform, but the reform is more so for not murdering. Right.
Niggas that's innocent.
Okay,
y'all niggas out here really doing this shit.
Y'all out here really living the lives that these other rappers and shit is rapping about. So you see what happened to Tekashi. You got to be. Well, Tekashi was different because he wasn't living a life. But if you really are living a life and you get caught, I mean, more power to you, sis. I don't know. They don't tell you don't drop the soap in female jail. What do you tell females when they go to jail? Can they drop the soap?
You can drop the soap. You gonna get penetrated by one of them.
Don't sleep with your legs open. That's from Sid.
That's the issue of worries.
It is. I heard female jail is even worse. They be fighting. I'm telling y'all right now.
You couldn't say nothing.
If it ever came up that Sha committed suicide, it's because I was about to go to jail.
Right.
I'm not going to jail. I'll kill myself first.
But you know.
So just know if I ever.
I see how niggas shoot it out with the cops. They were like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You do that.
Trying.
Damn, I don't want to get shot up a whole bunch of time. You know how my body gonna look in it? Well, I want to get cremated. So I guess that wouldn't matter. Yeah.
You gotta take one with you. No, I won't say that now. If it done bop my ass off with some dumb shit.
On some Cleo shit. You don't want to die like that.
No, you really don't.
No, I wouldn't.
But I can see how some guys, like, you know, in their situations and stuff like that, you know.
Nah, the way Cleo died, though, she lit their asses up, too. So if I can kill a couple of them before I go, y'all will talk about me forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why that black girl, remember the light skin one?
Which one?
And her son ended up hopping out the window or something like that. And, but they shot her right in front when she was holding her son. What was her name?
Tatiana Jefferson?
Something like, yep. That
was sad.
That was very sad.
That was sad. I don't want no shit like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You got something. All your hot topics into like.
Oh yeah, there's nothing good today.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
So let me.
Oh God.
This all trash today. No good news. I have nothing. I'm sorry. This is good news. My apologies. I lied.
Thank you.
So
Won't he do it?
This is about Bob Marley. So Bob Marley will be showcased in a new musical coming to London next year. So it's not necessarily really good news because we're not in London. But shout out to Bob Marley because he is a legendary
vampire.
He's dead.
What?
Bob Marley has been dead since about 1986, I believe.
I was about to say, nigga. Shout out to this nigga hologram.
No,
what are you talking about? It's about to be a concert.
So they're doing it's the Bob Marley story. That's all. So it's called Get Up, Stand Up. It's a stage play. And it's going to feature music by Bob Marley and will begin previews at the Lyric Theater, Marley's daughter, Cedella Marley. That's Skip Marley's mother. Skip Marley. He has a song with her out right now.
All of them do music.
And all of them do music. But anyway, the playwright Lee Hall, he's the one that wrote. It's a musical. He wrote it and he took direct inspiration from Marley's lyrics to tell his personal story as an artist. And the musical will star British actor Arinze King as Bob Marley. So it's just a nice musical about his life. So that's really good news because Bob Marley, you know, a lot of people especially Black Americans, y'all love to listen to him because y'all thought that he was all about smoking weed and all that. It's good music to get high to and all that. But he was definitely an activist. He was a philanthropist. He was all for Black people. So this is going to be awesome. You have to talk to me.
I was going. I know. I was trying to play it off and try.
But it was a long piece of dead air.
But you know what? Like, why is it just gonna be in London now? Like,
it's gonna start in London. Well, you know, it's a lot of Caribbeans, a lot of Jamaicans in London.
I gotcha.
Anyway, they have a huge base over there, but I'm pretty sure they'll come stateside sooner than later.
That's what threw me off. I'm like, this is like.
But yeah, he's been dead for years. Yeah, but it's his birthday is February 6th. I believe. So great for Black History Month, great for February. Good news. So, but that's all I got for good
news.
That
is good.
The last thing that Ash included that she wanted us to talk about, and I think you're a great person to talk about this with.
Yeah.
Should body count be discussed with your significant other?
Didn't we talk about that? I feel like we talked about
that.
Like 2 years ago. Yeah. I feel like so, I mean, your body count, like, why does that matter now?
So I don't think that you want to disclose yours, but would you want to know hers?
Person that, no, I don't understand why you want to know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either. I would never. Till the day I die, I've only had sex with 3 men.
Like, okay, what's that going to tell you? Okay,
3.
So we doing data evidence? Okay, so let's do a background system.
Right, who cares?
What is that going to really tell you? That's going to tell you that the person, it can tell you what you wanted, right? I feel like if you're going to look for it, you're going to look for it for self-fulfilling prophecy of just confirming whatever you want to be the story.
Right.
Because if you if it's like some people can see it like, well, he knows what he's doing, so you know what I'm saying. Or somebody could be like, oh, I like we always look at it like a guy wants to hide it because he has too many. Right?
Okay.
But some guys might brag about having a lot of women.
Okay.
Like we don't ever think about that. Like right.
So you think that some of them look like that? Like that's a good thing?
Like what I'm saying is the number is what is that gonna tell you really? You know what I mean about your mate? It's just gonna confirm some things that you already know, but it's not gonna tell you anything else.
What things could it confirm?
I don't know. That's what I'm. What do you mean? Whatever you go through with your mate. Some things that you know about your mate. I don't know.
Confirm. I don't know if about body count will confirm anything for me. It's not something that I care to know. I don't care how many people you slept with before me.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as whenever we get together, we have a good time and whatever.
I like
and you don't even need to know body count to know anyone's. The only thing that you need to know about somebody's sexual history is to make sure that they don't have any diseases that they can transfer to you.
See, that doesn't.
That's not determined by body count. That's the only thing that you need to know from someone's sexual history. You don't need to know how many people they had sex with. Mm-hmm. As long as you don't have a disease to pass to me, and we need to have conversations about whether or not you can have children, impotence, shit like that, or if not me. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. But if there's women in general, vaginal dryness, shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the type of discussions that you want to have when it comes to someone's sexual history, not necessarily how many people you had sex with.
Right.
You know that shit doesn't matter.
If it's tart, and again, it's a little older or something.
But that has nothing to do again with body count.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm just like just trying to figure out like
I only had sex with 3 people. So.
That's bullshit. Mm-hmm. That
3
ain't,
people.
Man, listen, you too damn sassy. You didn't.
What that see? And then boom. I'm too sassy, so what does that mean? So how many people you think I had sex with?
At least 10, nigga. Shit. At least 10.
Why you was gonna say that too? Why I had to have sex with 10 people?
Like, at least.
I just feel double digits is everybody. Whoa. So I don't think single digits.
Yeah. What you mean, whoa? It just depends. Now, if you 22 years old, like Sydney over here, then man, you ain't really have no damn, you know what I'm saying? Your ass straight off the titty and shit. You ain't really had no time to put a career together. You've been focused on your own grind. You in school, you eat ramen noodles. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Petty, I think you had sex with over 50 women.
Absolutely.
I know he did.
Cleared that years ago. What do you even mean?
Are you a triple digit?
A triple digit?
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Wow.
See, that's the shit, right, that I would not want to know that because it just makes me look at you like you just stick your dick up.
No.
You have that penis out a lot.
No, it doesn't. If you think about it, it's 365 days in 1 year.
So you're saying that you could have a sex with a different person every week?
There's 12
or 12 months
12
in a year.
months in a year.
Right.
So like ideally, if you do 10 years or go over a 10-year span, because I'm not.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
17.
Okay.
Yeah, like I wasn't out there like that. I was playing sports. I wasn't even worried about no girls.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you're 40 now, so
I'm not even 40 yet. That's the thing.
But it has been 20 years then, though, because you are in your 30s, so it's been about 20 years.
Yeah.
So you're 20 years and 100 people. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's really like if you
that's 5 people
just
a
do
year.
10.
Huh?
Just do 10.
10 years?
No, just do like 10. Just do like out of 10 years, one person a month. That's basically
10 years, one person a month.
Yeah.
10 years.
That's like 20 months. That right there is
120 bodies.
That's 120 right there.
In 10. That's a lot.
Like you gotta understand. Like so all right, here you gotta. That's a regular guy. You're talking about regular.
That's somebody that clearly does not have been in a monogamous relationship.
A celebrity type person is not gonna have the same type of numbers as a regular person.
Yeah, because what Will Chamberlain had sex with, he said, well, over 600 women? Some shit like that?
No, he said 10,000.
Did he? 1,000?
Yes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He was yes. You gotta understand, like, it's a lot of people, and if you in that, like, I did it on three different areas too. Like, I played sports on like the professional level, college and professional level, and in high school. So if you're really good in high school, the ass get thrown. The college, the ass get thrown. Out here in the real world, the ass get thrown. Then you gotta think, I did stand-up comedy for 4 years. I was on tour for 2 years. So they asked it all over there. You know what I'm saying? So then you just out here in the world, you know what I'm saying? And you just bump into some shit.
It just sounds like
You just bump into some shit. It's a numbers game. You had one more. You probably had 20. You can't count them all. I promise.
no, we're not talking about me. I'm just saying that
No, we are talking about you.
we're not.
Because we know them
What is that?
them look got miles on.
Oh.
You look got high miles oil change on that thing. Don't act like you just slept
Niggas
with like
out
4
here that had
niggas.
sex with over
4
400.
niggas. She gonna say she slept with 3 niggas.
To the day I die.
Oh man. No, don't
3.
bet no money on that. Don't bet no money on
3.
that. The body count. Fifi!
Yeah.
Fifi, shout out to
Oh,
Fifi in the
my
building, just came in the building. Oh, let me put you. Say something, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Nope, that ain't it. What about now?
Yeah.
That it is.
There we go.
What's up, Fifi?
Hey, y'all.
All right. What about body count? Would you
What
share
about
your,
it?
will you share your body count with your
I will
significant
not.
other? What?
For what?
Exactly.
That's what I said.
It's before you. Your count's before me.
Right,
What
right.
are you doing this for?
Right. Yep.
Period, Pooh. So that's the end of that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ashby.
Because they be up there.
Me.
Anyway,
What,
shout out
before you came in, Shy whole idea was niggas don't want to share because they
These
shit
niggas
is
is
up
hoes
there.
too.
Yeah, exactly. So if she saying, okay, we do, like not just men, but the people that don't want to share because their number is up there.
No, not necessarily.
No.
It's just no. That's not what I said. That's not what I
That's
said.
what you was leading me to.
No. Well, that wasn't my intention. I said it's your body count. And what I said was it is no indication of your sexual history. So if there's no indication, there's no need to talk about it.
Mhm.
Right. That's what I was saying. No, it doesn't. It's plenty of niggas that don't disclose their body count because they don't get no pussy. You don't get none.
That's
So
what
why
I
would I
said. That's what I just said. I said guys will lie about the amount of people they sleep with. Like, we don't ever think about that. Like, they slept with a lot, but they haven't.
Got a fucking pass because he's just being a man. Your favorite rapper come out with a song advertising the fact that he done smashed over 300, 400 bitches. And he get dapped up. Let a bitch come out with a song. Oh, she a hoe, she a thotty. Niggas is hoes too. What we talking about it for? It's 2020.
Yeah, it was a hot topic.
No, I'm just saying.
So what are we talking about it for? Right.
Right.
Again, hot topic. Shout out to the girl Ashby. Hope I did you justice again, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. We gonna move right along and take a little motherfucking break because I don't know. We got somebody. We gonna splice some music up in this motherfucker, and then we gonna come back with the Petty, and then we gonna come back with Deniro Farrar.
All right.
You know what I mean? Bang. It's your boy Petty P.
We don't have to do that again.
Fuck it. We can just go right into the motherfucking shit. I just want to get people back, you know what I'm saying? Because she jumped in, she kind of spliced in on the last segment. So,
okay. So, shout out to
P-Fine is here in the motherfucking building right now. You know what I'm saying? For good, you know what I mean? So we just gonna slide in right on into Petty Perspectives for my man Deano get up in this joint right here, man. I got some shit I gotta really say, man. Shout out to Tyson Fury. I didn't think I would be talking about this shit this morning. I mean this afternoon. This evening. Yeah,
Okay.
Tyson Fury, the Deontay Wilder fight last night. I did not see this shit coming. I thought my man was too out of shape. Tyson, he like 6'9", probably about 270, 280, man boobs. He got little, he got man boobs.
He got moves?
Yeah, he got man boobs. You know what I'm saying? Shit's spilling over the side a little bit.
You said his name is Tyson?
Tyson Fury. Look the man up. He's from Great Britain. And it's just, I feel like this one was this is the fall of the Bronze Bomber right here. But I still feel like they just setting it up to make more money. He just wanted to lose so that there can be a third fight. Because if he won this one, then there would be no reason for a third fight. Because you just beat the guy twice then. But
so they fought before?
They fought before. Yes, it's Tyson Wilder 2. Okay. So I just feel like,
who won the first time?
Rules. Wilder won by decision.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yep.
I know
good. It's okay. It's okay. You get caught up. You in emotion and shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Where's he from?
Yeah, he's from Great Britain.
Oh, okay.
The UK. He's from the UK. Everybody from the UK now.
Mate?
Everything is popping right now.
Australia. Okay, sorry. Anyway, moving on. Ignore that. Put that out.
Nigga might have said, mate, going through London once or twice. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let it pass.
Going through London?
Yeah, going through. Just like,
Because
you
they're
know
nowhere near each other, but that's fine.
Australia.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, nigga might have said something.
We gotta get
like
our
that. But
geography
we talking
together,
about
but go
people
ahead.
from London and UK. That's what we talking about. That's where the boxer is from.
Okay, sorry.
So now that y'all banged on that, the nigga whooped the nigga ass last night. You know where he from? He brought that goddamn haymaker from the UK and goddamn yeesh.
Okay.
Busted Wilder's ear wide open. So for most of the fight, he was bleeding out of his ear. So anytime you bleed out your ear, that type of shit, it sets with you. You throw off your equilibrium, you can't hear right, you just hear ringing and shit.
Right.
So he got wobbly. And Tyson pieced them nigga up 2 more times. Pop, pop, pop. And you could just see the defeat out of everybody in Wilder's camp. It looked like he was holding it together. He was holding it together, but the nigga kind of looked like a deer. You know when a deer gets shot and the knees be real? That's how the nigga was. And he's 6'7", getting pieced up by a nigga that's 6'9", and you tired. And your knees wobbly. Like, it just looked bad. So, it was the way they went out, he threw in the towel. The Wilder's camp threw in the towel. And the ref stopped the fight, and it just looked bad. But at the end of the day, it's motherfucking conspiracy. They gonna do a part 3, and the shit gonna be better because now it's 1-1. Like,
it's 1-1.
You get
right.
you see that shit cooking.
Fight, yeah.
You see the shit cooking. I see it.
So wait, that's what I don't like about the fight in sport. He was bleeding out his ear.
Yeah, he was bleeding out his ear.
They should have stopped it right then and there. You can't be bleeding out shit. That's his body. Like, that's what I don't understand. Even with football, these men get all of these concussions and all that.
I mean,
people's health is of utmost importance.
I mean, they pay him good money though. That shit. I mean,
I don't get paid enough to go deaf.
The purse was.
I don't get paid enough to go deaf or to die. Right.
I think the purse was over like 10 mil. You know what I'm saying? So for sure.
And
then
but that's to answer your question why they don't stop it sooner. They
getting money.
Well, yeah, it's an entertainment value, and we love that shit. At the end of the,
I hate it.
Yeah, in general, general,
and no, in general, the general population.
The general population loves the gladiator sports. They love the taking one man down, taking the other man down.
I guess.
That's the new, and the new shit is like and they even put their little spin on it. Reality TV, they got all these shows where women doing it too now. You know what I'm saying? So it's both sides. It's entertainment.
So speaking of women, have you seen? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, you good.
Laila Ali and this young girl going back and forth. Y'all seen that?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the young girl's name?
Yes. She is very good. Though.
But yeah, and she won it. She won Laila.
Yeah.
What you think on that? Because I've never seen Laila Ali fight, so I can't speak on it.
I don't see them knock a bitch.
You seen Laila Ali?
Yeah. That's Muhammad Ali's daughter. But at the end of the day, she's not ready to fight this girl. She gonna get punched in the face.
Because Laila Ali a little older now. Laila Ali about 45, 50. Right?
Y'all think...
When you get 40, you punched in the face, I'm sure.
I think Laila can still...
She gonna get one up, but what I'm saying is, can you take what is getting ready to be brought back? Because you gonna do your shit, you know, you gonna be but she can bop, but she gonna get hit and beat, and then that shit is gonna be a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody cool till you get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Until you get hit, when you land them punches, it feel good to your ass get hit. And that shit throw off everything for a second. You shot, hold on.
Like Jamie Foxx said.
Let your eyes start watering.
Right.
Take the glove off your motherfucking finger. Oh yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and you just on the ground looking at the punches coming your way.
or you go on the haymaker mode.
Okay.
Bitch, you ain't gonna hit me.
Start grabbing hair or something.
Bitch got a glove full of hair. Bitch got a ponytail running off.
Hey, that's a fact.
Say knees.
Yo, them arms just start wailing. You don't know where I'm getting something.
I don't want to see that. I don't think I want to see that.
I don't think that. Well, I've never seen Laila fight, but this young girl is coming for her. Like, she won it.
She want that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I know she just really want the publicity. If she beat her, the talk that she would get for it would be astronomous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's more so what she's looking for. But I'm sure she also loves the sport. So
we should go watch Laila Ali fight.
I hate boxing.
Wait a minute.
I hate it. I've never seen Laila Ali fight. No.
Yeah.
The only fights I've ever saw was Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. I did see that. And
Yeah. Have you ever
I
watched a
saw,
female fight at all? Have you watched?
no, never a female fight. I
anything
saw
like
when
that?
I was younger when whose ear got bit off. I saw that fight.
Tyson made his hair on.
That was in
And
the
Evander
90s,
Holyfield.
like
I seen
shit.
that.
Yo, the gap in time. A lot of niggas then fought and came up and retired and broke off into analyzm and shit. Niggas then broke off into movies and shit. Like, she said, the last one I see remember when Tyson bit the nigga? Remember that? That was Clinton.
And we was all like,
He was a child.
okay,
I was a child. I was a
Like,
child.
how are we going back that far?
That's when I found out I didn't like it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I found out early. I don't like fighting.
No, I hope they don't fight. I hope they goddamn don't fight. I really don't. Anyway, that shit was a little bit embarrassing for Deontay. Hopefully he get back
Yeah,
right.
they said Black History Month is not over. I guess y'all had high hopes on this bomber guy.
They really did. Shout out to everybody laying low this weekend because CIAA is next weekend and y'all niggas trying to save up. So shout out to y'all.
Because rent is due on Sunday.
Because it is due.
Rent is due on Sunday. Remember that.
Yeah, you better not ball out too goddamn much.
Okay, because your rent has to, the parties are not worth your home or your apartment, okay?
Or the bills, you know,
Right.
any other shit like that. Because you know you gotta spend money to spend money. You gotta, you know, niggas getting their outfits, they getting their cars and shit like that. It's gonna be a whole hot mess here next week. You know what I mean? But hopefully, we got a whole boatload of events to go to. Right there, right, Sean? No.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not that I know of.
to be determined, America.
CBD.
That shit.
Who said that?
That shit TBA'd in the motherfucker. Boy.
Okay, because why you put me on?
Shit.
You trying to throw me under the bus? Nigga,
Anybody got a schedule?
You
Five.
trying to pin her down.
It's 5 events. CC got me. So all I knew was some shit going on.
Oh, I was supposed to lie.
Look.
Oh, I did see this.
Ah,
But
look
no,
at that.
this is not CIAA
Jump
weekend.
rope? Did you just jump rope?
No,
I did.
CIAA weekend is the 29th. This is until February 24th. This is not CIAA weekend.
Okay, well that's
So
the
since you
week.
tried, but thank you, girl.
That's the week. The week start. The week start tomorrow.
You know, when we think of CIAA, you think about Thursday,
Friday,
Okay,
Saturday,
y'all knew that.
Sunday.
Don't try.
God damn it.
Don't try me.
Alright.
But that's fine. Yes, so we got 5 events for
Yeah.
CIAA. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, don't double team me like that.
You the one that did it.
What happened? No, I was agreeing with both, but she came with the schedule, and that's right. She got the stuff for the CIAA week. That's early on. That's the early schedule and stuff like that. But yeah, so we got the folk coming in here, man. So
No, not yet. He's not here yet. So we good. We got
Who's that?
that's his
That nigga
manager.
like he played for Alabama.
He
He played D-line for the Panthers. Who is that nigga?
That is Dante Farrar's manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he on the way.
Did you say Dante? His name is Deniro?
Yeah, it's Dante.
So when you listen to his videos,
Yeah,
he says Dante,
he says
suck my
Dante.
dick.
Yep.
The fuck?
You know, I gotta give you
Come
some
give
on
me
that one. That's a research thing.
Oh, y'all, that was 2 in a row. That was 2 in a row. Y'all hoes gonna stop the whole of y'all. It started with you and it's a trickle effect. Y'all gonna calm down and hit that.
What I did?
No, the first time what events we got this week, Shy, you know I don't know.
Oh, nigga, yeah.
And then now I say Dante, it's Deniro. What is going on with y'all today?
We call niggas out. Left
This
and right.
is no, we on one accord today.
niggas
Calm
out.
y'all asses down. I got this.
I'm too high for this.
I mean,
Whew, it's hot. Y'all
I
got
said
me
that
burning
though.
up.
I said that. You do say that.
He does, yeah, no, Petty, you had me on that
I
one.
had you.
You fucked up the first time, but you had me on that one. Okay.
Okay.
What else you got for your petty perspective?
Hey, no, that was it. And this bothered me right here. I was web surfing on my Instagram and YouTube, shit like that, and a commercial came up that said, this shit took me way left. It said,
I'm sorry, before you say, I'm sorry. I just have to say that this was only supposed to be 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Oh my God, how long was it?
It's been like 10.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
gosh.
go ahead.
But yeah. I mean, you kind of chimed in. You had your little girl thing. What was it?
So that's what happened, right?
Well, yeah, we went on a whole tangent about
Laila Ali. That was about boxing. It went along with what you were talking
it was
about.
female boxing. It was
Okay. Because we can't never have. Okay, that's fine.
Fuck it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
done. Fuck it.
Go ahead.
We out this bitch. We about to bring the ball on and shit.
No, you keep saying that.
Well, goddamn it.
It's BMI's time. Or you got your hip hop history. We can do the questions. and then we come back after with the answers.
Let's do that, because you didn't fucked up my flow. I had my segue all right and everything. That shit was cool. Hey man, it's petty P.
We gotta stay on schedule.
I feel you.
This is a formatted show.
Yo, it definitely is. It's the boy next door to do from school to jerk at work. That's the petty perspectives, man.
Yes.
We move right along.
To hip hop history.
One time. So check. I got 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since we done this.
And so let's just remind everyone, Shy is reigning champ.
She is.
How?
CEO always
She
gets it
always
wrong.
cheats.
Yep.
He does always. That's how she's the reigning fucking champ.
I don't even
I
know how
know
we determine who win when a nigga cheats.
She's won the most.
I'm always right. He cheats by trying to get the answer. I know the answer.
All right, cool. Bust your ass today. All right.
Okay,
How about this?
All right, so
Go.
I'm gonna ask 3 questions.
Okay.
No answers yet. We
No
don't answer
answers
after
yet.
the advice.
questions.
Yes.
You love.
Don't
And
pick
don't
up your
Google.
phone.
Yes,
I
I'm
don't
watching.
never have to Google.
Yeah, all right.
That's why you be
I'm
wrong.
gonna ask you 3 questions. We're gonna take a break. Gonna come back and find out their answers. Shy definitely is the reigning champ.
Don't stop
CEO
saying that.
always.
That's unofficial. It's not.
We are still supposed to have our big ass hip hop trivia game night.
Right, but
Right.
we haven't had
Yes.
it, but we will. It's coming 2020.
soon, definitely.
Yes.
All right, so the first question is,
So y'all
who has this name? It's a rapper. Who has this name? Calvin Brodus.
Damn,
That's
I know
the
who
name.
that is. Okay, go ahead. What's next?
Okay. The next question is, who rapped about his past as a prison guard on the 2009 album Valley of Death?
I know what that is.
That's your second one. And your last question. Look at this guy.
Look at this nigga.
This guy.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No, go ahead.
And this last one should be easy. Whose song "No Role Models" was released in
that's
September
easy. You don't even have to.
2014?
Okay, so I have a question. We're not
Okay.
gonna get no multiple choice for none of these.
I was going to give you multiple choice. Y'all want it now after the break?
Give us multiple choice after the break.
Okay.
Boom. So y'all got it.
3 questions.
You know what answers? Okay.
All right. And
All right.
we got women in here, so Betty.
What that mean? What does that mean?
down.
I came from a woman. I got this.
Brethren not here.
So you gotta hold it down.
Oh, I got this. I mean, he don't have
I don't
to
think you
cheat
do,
never
but-
anyway.
Oh, now you gonna throw him out there like
No,
that?
the nigga, everybody know the nigga cheat on camera. Nigga, what?
But when
Plenty of times.
he in front of you, you don't
It's
call him
always,
cheat.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
He ain't cheating.
That
I ain't
nigga
see
said-
nothing.
That nigga said.
That nigga did say it. though.
We gonna be back, and I'm gonna have these answers for you.
Yeah, a lot this week for some reason. This is not no advice today, no letter today, anything like that. This is a topic that I decided I wanted to speak about.
Oh wow.
So it's been the same post that I keep seeing where it says a rich man can't meet a broke woman and change her life, but a rich woman won't even look a broke man's way. And 21 Savage comments and says, facts. Black women don't build, they move in, is what he said.
Woo!
Wow.
So I started seeing a lot of comments from a lot of different men.
That stabbed you, didn't it? 'Cause
Yes.
you didn't cuss me out over some lighter shit.
It didn't stab me. It just makes me, I don't want to make this a black man, black woman kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because all races have trash. All races have their... Women and men are typically the same across races. Most of them, we all go through the same shit. But since black women were called out, I will direct this towards black men. So my issue with this is,
Buddy.
what I feel like a lot of people don't give black women credit for is that a lot of us, speaking even for myself, but I know other people in this room and people that I know, we have loved men through their brokenness plenty of times. We have more than enough times carried our homes, our families, our children, and these men on our backs, and have a lot of times even been expected to, especially because we come from family structures where our moms were single mothers anyway. So they had to do the same thing. So it kind of gets, if we don't do that, people start looking at us crazy, like, well, why wouldn't you type shit? You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful at how we, you know what, when black men, y'all, I feel, not all of y'all, I'm sorry, there are black men, and there are a lot of stereotypes about black women out here that we don't love our men unconditionally, and we're not here from them, and we're not here to build them and all that. First of all, your black woman, the woman that you mate with and all that, we are not your mothers. We are not your guardians. I'm not here to build, and my shop is closed, honey. Build-A-Bear is done. At this point, especially as grown men and all that, grown black men that are supposed to be leaders of our communities and of your homes and all that, y'all should not expect. You can't be out here broke, living on all that, and want somebody to take care of you. And it's just so crazy that it's really not crazy. Black men have come to expect that from black women because y'all receive unconditional love and don't even realize that y'all get it. And when I say unconditional love, I mean that black men could be out here abusing us, having multiple children with multiple different women, not staying in the household, not taking care of those kids, getting arrested, getting locked up, selling drugs and all that. And your grandma, your auntie, your mother, your sister, everybody will come and let you come back, stay up in the house. And like you always are forgiven. And we don't get enough credit for loving y'all and all that through y'all bullshit. Mm-hmm. So just be advised again, black women, we ain't here to build y'all. Y'all need to start coming correct. Y'all need to start being more accountable for yourselves as black men and stop depending on us to carry y'all weight.
And fucking be real about how you feel. God damn, just open your mouth.
So I just wanted to say that.
Well, shit, I ain't never experienced none of that carrying shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest in my family as far as, I got all younger sisters. So, with that being said, my mom was a single mom. Like, 18 years old, you out on your own. I don't know about this. I ain't never been locked up.
So we don't,
I only got one child. So I don't really know about, like, how, I don't know, ain't nobody in my circle that I know that they moms or got a female carrying.
Okay, so that's hard for me to
identify.
Let's take the financial part out of it, because I also brought up the fact of men not knowing how to be monogamous and hold people in their relationships with women. You definitely may not have a woman carrying you financially, but have you a woman that loved you to her best of her ability? Have you not cheated on her? Have you not stepped out on your family?
That's a human thing. That's a human thing.
Again, the only reason...
It's not a male, female.
Male and female are the only humans.
Yeah, so, but I'm saying,
I'm confused.
Don't be confused. The thought process to want to step out on somebody is a human. It's a human thing.
Well, again, as I stated at the very beginning of this, I don't care about humans. Yeah. I'm speaking to men. Y'all have to, don't deflect.
So male and females do that same thing. Yes. But the answer is yes on both sides. So don't deflect. I don't care about both sides. Yes, women may do it too, but I'm speaking to men. So speak for men. Don't worry about what I'm doing as a woman. No. So okay, if it's yes, then what?
So what I'm stating is, even amongst all of your fuck ups, forget the financial part of it. Not again being whole partners. Excuse me. If a woman, let's say for example, again, you are taking care of the home and all that financially and all that, but you're not a present partner. Again, you're out here. You are one person that has openly stated that you don't necessarily believe in monogamy and all that. That's not being a whole partner. But I'm pretty sure in your lifespan that you had women that, regardless of any shortcomings, regardless of any fuck-ups and all that, you have had a black woman to love you in spite of all that. And we're expected to at that, because if I don't, prime example, if I have a man at home and all that, and y'all find out that I'm not cooking and I'm not doing this and all that, what are y'all going to say about me as a woman? I'm going to be looked down on because I'm not taking care of, quote unquote, my home, because I'm not cooking for him, I'm not washing clothes and all that. That is expected of me as a woman. And if I don't do it, y'all gonna talk about me as all sorts of whatever. Even what P. Fon just said, if y'all find out that I slept with so many men prior to this relationship, even though I'm with this one man now, I'ma still be a hoe. That's a problem. Yeah. We have to start holding y'all niggas' hands, period. And this is another reason why
double standards always exist. Like that
doesn't, and we have to stop using that excuse, because we're trying to change so many narratives now, right? The main narrative that was big in 2019 is black men don't cheat. We've been trying to push, that's the narrative that y'all are trying to change, right? Why can't we change that? And that again was a stereotype. That was a societal thing that, black men are going to be out here having all of these different women, Let's change it. Y'all can change that, but we can't change any other standards. It was an active thing that y'all decided to take up, and let's see if we can change this, but we can't change these other stereotypes, bullshit.
No, we can't.
I'm not here for it.
But black men don't cheat. You can't come and talk about, oh no, we not. Goddamn.
Right.
This is the reason why.
And this is why it's just be advised. This is not an open discussion. This is not an open forum because I'm not going back and forth with you on. I ain't going back and forth with these niggas.
She likes.
That was all.
That is all.
Be advised.
Be advised. Been advised. Everybody.
Been advised.
P fine.
All right,
Can
come
we
with
get
these
these
multiple
answers?
choice, right?
Can we get these answers? I'm ready to bust her head right now. I got my shit ready.
No. We're going to get the multiple choice thing. Yeah.
So the first
I don't
question
even need no more.
was
Nigga, I can pound on these niggas. Eh?
What was the first
the
question?
first question was who has this name? Calvin Brodus. Is it Dr. Dre? Is it Dr. Dre? Is it Snoop Dogg? Is it Nate Dogg? Or Eminem?
Oh, it's none of the people that I thought. Calvin Brodus. That's Snoop.
That's Snoop.
You gonna go what she say just to be safe?
Oh, that's
Anybody else?
That's what you
It's
think?
Snoop.
Snoop. It is Snoop Dogg.
I know it's Snoop Dogg.
No, you didn't.
I ain't need no motherfucker.
Let me see your paper. Did you write
No,
it
nigga,
down?
no motherfucking cheat sheet. The rest of my answers on here.
Let him answer
There-
first.
Okay.
Let him answer
All right.
first.
What?
She
No.
didn't ask me.
Now, how's that cheating? I got my answer right.
Let me see.
She got the rest of my answer. She got the rest of my answer. She cheated. She cheated.
Ooh. Nigga almost fell out his seat to get that back.
That's like you take a nigga phone real quick. God damn.
I don't care. You can take my phone like that and I won't even chase you.
Woo.
right.
Oh, shut up, trash.
Question number 2.
I won't.
Who rapped about his past as a prison guard on the 2009 album Valley of Death?
Okay.
Was it Kanye West? That's laughable.
That's laughable. But that was right.
Don't give no hints.
All right, Kanye
Who
West,
was it?
Rick Ross. I'm sorry, hold on. Take
Dramatic pause there, huh?
Right.
Y'all niggas playing black magic in here. Y'all, I don't trust you, Fifi.
Rick
I'm just letting you know I don't
Ross,
trust you right now.
50 Cent, or The Game?
It was Rick Ross.
Rick
You
Ross.
supposed to let him answer.
I forgot.
It don't matter what you say. I got my answer.
What the people say?
It was Rick Ross. We been said it.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we didn't understand how he was talking about all this moving weight and stuff. Sir, you're the feds. But go ahead.
You can still say
Last
wait.
question, and y'all know question 3 does not have multiple choice.
Right.
Y'all know that.
And we don't need that.
Whose song "No Role Models" was released in September 2014? Petty.
Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was J. Cole on the Forest Hill.
Oh, y'all niggas cheating off the bull, Petty. Don't try to come after me. Woo, 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 woo.
How come every
Outta
time
here.
he displays how women talk is some of this?
It's that Philly shit. That's how we do in Philly. You know,
Who's from Philly?
Yeah, like,
No.
come on, what you mean? Like, I grew up in
No,
56
this
and
nigga
Catherine.
grew up
I grew up in
everywhere.
Jersey. Yes, I grew up everywhere. My motherfucking childhood was unstable. You should know this.
Sorry, I didn't.
Anyway, that's been.
Everybody just say goddamn, you know what I'm saying, have a mom and father and stuff
I
like
didn't mean
you.
to trigger.
Did you have it?
I'm sorry.
Did you have
I didn't
a
mean
two-parent home?
I did.
Stability?
If you guys think of
Thank
any
you.
questions that you would like me to ask during hip hop trivia, slide into my DM, PPHYNE_, or you can definitely go to the No Advisory podcast page and submit those questions, and I will ask them. I'm gonna try to bring it back a little more often so we can get back into the rhythm of things on some 2020 shit.
Yeah.
Bang,
That's
bang.
your
You know what's crazy? When you said it just sounds so promiscuous. Slide in my DMs. It just, that's one of them double standards. Your DMs sound promiscuous. It's No Advisory, and we back, man. It's your boy, Petty P.
Girl, shot the
One time for P5.
And we got a special guest in the building, man. I want to give a warm welcome to my man, Dante, a.k.a. Deniro Farrar. I like saying them R's like Spanish, like B.
Hell yeah.
What's going on, family? Yeah.
Good, man. Chilling.
Don't worry, we're going to splice the applause in there on
There we
the
go.
back end. Don't worry about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
What's going on, man? So, tell the people, dog. I mean, money people know who you are. We usually, CEO do his little thing. Tell the people who you are.
Where you from and what the fuck you do, and we still do that.
We still do that. I mean, this guy he's had a hell of an imprint on the industry. But, man, nevertheless, we're going to do it. Tell the people who you are, where you from, what the fuck you do.
I'm Deniro Farrar, aka Dante Farrar.
Yeah.
Culture rap. Yeah, man. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm an artist. Man, honestly, I do a lot of things, but I know we hear about the music, so I'm an artist.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soul Food, new joint.
Yes, sir.
Just came out, man.
Yeah.
Cookies?
Tell me, what's the reason behind the spelling for that? And now, why isn't it the soul? Why is it the soul? S-O-L-E.
Because it's a movement. We always want people to follow what we're doing. So that's why we, did it like that. Played up on it.
Oh, the soul, like a soul of a shoe.
Exactly.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right. So what is culture rap? How would you describe that?
It's just an embodiment of everything that's culture right now. Rap music is a part of the culture, the biggest genre in music right now. So, definitely one of the biggest money makers. That's a part of the culture, lifestyle, like exercising, being vegan, or just however, people eat as far as their choices in food. That's a part of the culture. Our style is a part of the culture, the way that we speak. Repping our cities is a part of the culture. Different ways to, I guess, display like artistry. You have melody-driven artists, you have socially conscious artists, you got singers. All of that is just an embodiment of the culture. So, that's what culture rap is. We embracing everything, and I'm not limiting myself, with the music. And so I'm experimenting. I'm doing all kind of music at this point.
Okay. Is Soul Food your biggest project today?
Streaming wise, yeah, we
Because
did
I saw 500K. I saw
Yeah.
that. How was that? Walk me through when you got those numbers back.
I woke up and my manager sent it to me, and it was definitely a good feeling. But I honestly I knew when making this project the type of impact it was gonna have. So it really didn't surprise me, to be completely honest. But that it happened in 24 hours, that was kind of like, oh shit,
That's dope.
you know what I mean? Yeah, they own it.
Yeah, I went through your comments. You have international fans. People from Australia was commenting and all that. Like, how does it feel for your fan base to be so diverse and so broad?
It feel good. That's why it's cult, / culture rap worldwide, because I've literally seen the world with the music. I've been all over the world. I've been able to touch those people that, comment from Finland and comment from, China and Hong Kong. I've been there, Dubai. I've been to all of these places. So my reach, it just showed me how powerful the internet is. Not just that, but how powerful my music is and who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
For the people that just maybe got on the Farrar train, how long you been doing this?
10 years. 2020 made 10 years, so a decade, man.
A straight decade.
Yeah.
And I've seen, some of the earlier, videos. You definitely been putting on for the city. I think out of any artist I've seen, even from Charlotte, you had the most videos in Charlotte that I've seen. I know where he at. He on the forward. He on this road. He on that road. So how does it feel right now with the baby blowing up to finally have I guess somebody else, another alpha dog in the city that's getting that type of attention? How does that affect your career?
It don't. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of it's just. I didn't really like the pressure being the only guy here in Charlotte that was doing what I was doing. And I still am the only guy doing what I'm doing, but as far as having that many eyes on me at one time, so it just make it easy, because I always been like a background guy, even though I've always had the personality and the charisma of a front runner, I don't mind being, and I wouldn't even call him in the back, because my rightful position is just where I am right now. Right. And that's just like where I am, on some real organic grassroots, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for cloud or nothing like that. I'm not out here doing goofy, wild shit. I've always just managed to be me. So with him just bringing more light to the city, I think it's helping other artists, you know what I'm saying? And it's giving us a larger platform, because there are a lot of eyes on the city since bro been doing what he's doing. And I'm proud to see him do what he do, because I played a part in that as well, just being a part of the early stages of his career. So it's beautiful to see it blossom the way it has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I remember that one you did. It's called The Dealer.
Yeah.
It was a dope video.
Even before that, you know what I'm saying? But that was like the first million. You know what I'm saying? That, we reached doing it together, but it was before that, that we was rocking.
That's dope. That's dope shit. As far as this one more video that I wanted to shed light on, you said, you evolved. Sometimes rappers evolve and they're afraid to evolve.
Yeah.
What motivated you for that transformation? Before you look, it was different when you first came out. What motivated that?
I always felt I was different. You know what I'm saying? Just my lifestyle and my upbringing made me feel different when I came into the game. My message always kind of been the same. You know, my mission statement never changed. So with my evolution, it was just genuine. It's who I was as a man, as a person, and my experiences shaped and molded who I am today. So it didn't feel unnatural. It's just a part of the game. I know that's how you either gonna grow or you gonna die. That's just how the game goes. And I don't mean necessarily a physical death. It could be literal. Like in the game, a lot of guys don't evolve past how the industry found them, so their sound dies out. You know what I'm saying? So I got 10 years in, but I've always been relatively diverse. So I got, you know, fan base and white and black and hood and educated because I'm not just one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even just listening to you speak now and seeing your videos and all that, you know, and certain things that you say, it seems like spirituality is like at your core, I guess. So how does that play into your craft, and or how important has that been to your career?
I mean, at this point, I put it first. Before, I used to put the music first. And I seen the most result when I put the music first, you know, but spiritually, I just was always stifled, you know, but I understand now where attention goes, energy flows. I put all my attention into being, you know, an on rapper, a signed rapper, and I did get signed, you know, and that's where all my attention was going. But when I became a part of the machine, I was like, damn, you know, what's the point of the money and the power if your spirit ain't right? You know what I mean? And I probably would have self-destructed had I gotten everything I felt I deserved then. So I was like, damn, you know, I met a shorty and she was real spiritual and she really put me down with some mind game for real, you know, because I always had a great mind, but she just really opened it up, you know, and allowed me space to be me in my totality, you know, with no judgment. And that's when I really started experimenting with the food and just the spirituality and everything like that. So, I mean, it was like pivotal to getting me where I am right now. Right. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. Your look has changed from when you first came out.
Yeah.
The trimmed up, the hair.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a transformation.
Yeah, I see you came here with your water and your banana.
That's always been.
Okay.
You know, I've always been down with that, you know.
Are you vegan?
I am, yeah. But I've always been down with that for real. I always promoted that. I wouldn't say always, but maybe like the last 5-6 years, I've always been down with it. Yeah, and the hair was just kind of a part of the growth and the evolution. You know what I'm saying? I used to want people to see me without really saying that. I used to want the attention without having to go out and be an attention whore. Like, you know, you see some niggas, they the loudest in the room. You like, sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? But I was that without having to say anything, and I did that intentionally, you know, because I was, you know, I think we all deal with some type of inadequacy within us. You know, we need that attention or we need to be validated. And yeah, I did that shit and I succeeded, you know, in every room I walked in. You know, I was loud without saying nothing. You know, my look, my hair, the way I dressed, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm straight now. I don't really give a fuck about being seen. So I'll be in the room low key now. Motherfuckers like, damn, you look like Deniro. I'm like, yeah, people tell me that all the time.
So what did you used to look like? Because
freeform locks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many did you have?
Like 10.
Oh, no.
It looked like a palm tree.
Yeah.
This was really before the wave of niggas really jumping down on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
right.
When everybody in the city was like, damn, bro, what you doing to your hair?
Right.
You know, people thought I was from Florida.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Who is that? You know? Oh.
Well.
Who the fuck is Josh?
That's Josh. Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if y'all. I mean, that I mentioned it earlier. Gentrification. That video.
Yeah.
That is the most compelling, vivid, the artistic depiction of the parallels of the black situation, how it was then and how it still is now, and even the dialogue. Like, did you write that, or did somebody write the dialogue to go in there with the video?
Well, my man from the Real Goats, Rico James, so I wrote the treatment for the video. I knew what I wanted it to be. He wrote the dialogue because he felt it needed a break. Right. And so he wrote the dialogue. I didn't get the lines until that morning. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of rehearsed and went over the lines, and it was just as powerful as the treatment I wrote. It
really was.
It was a reenactment of Nat Turner, the Slave Rebellion, right? Birth of a Nation.
Right.
And I was like, man, this is dope. Like, to see that type of rebellion on a box office screen is just crazy. And it's also liberating too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, damn, this would be dope if I could do a music video like that. And I was still with Warner at the time, and you know, they threw the bag and we did it.
Or
Yeah.
that video, if y'all ain't see it, y'all gotta watch Gentrification. It's
Yeah.
powerful.
So as someone from Charlotte though, because gentrification is, I've only been in Charlotte now for maybe 5-6 years,
Mhm.
but even just the area that I live in, like a couple of streets down, shit is totally different than
Right.
what it was.
They get
So
real
as somebody
swanky.
from, and I hate it. But even when I think about back home, like Brooklyn, all that is not the same. So as somebody from Charlotte though, what are your thoughts? Like, how has it affected your childhood? Even though I hear a lot of people saying that there's places that they can't even go back to because they no longer exist. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I think gentrification is necessary, whether people want to believe it or not, whether people agree with it or not. It's necessary. It's evolution. It's a sign of economic growth in the area. But as far as not being able to create job opportunity for the people that they
Kick out.
exactly. And it's not even a kicking out, because you got to realize, like, if we had more value in our own communities, they couldn't even come in and infiltrate it. If we upheld the value in our communities, the community depreciates in value once the violence goes up, the property value goes down. They don't take care of the neighborhood. Somebody comes in and moves in. It's almost like thrift store shopping. You didn't feel like this jacket was valuable, so okay, now they're selling it for the low. I just came up on a lick. I bought $1,000 Averex jacket for $100. Who fault is that? The motherfucker who owned it and didn't see the value in it, or the nigga who bought it and leveled up off of it? I mean, it is what it is, It's necessary. I mean, that's like somebody come and be like, damn, I got a Bentley, it's depreciating in value, give me $500 for it. And you saying to yourself, it's a Bentley. Like, the fuck? But if we really own the land and the property, and that's just a lesson in ownership too, because we've been written for so many years, what are we gonna do? A lot of people didn't even own those homes, even though they own the homes. There's 9 times out of 10 a secondary deed already on the land, because somebody already owned the land, but it's almost like a leasing on the land. They sell you the land, but there's a secondary deed already on the land. So you bought the land, but there's still a secondary deed attached to the land. So you don't really outright own it. Do power own most of the motherfucking property in Charlotte. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we don't really own shit. Even if you buy the house, they own the land. So yeah, that's your house, but that's not your land.
Okay.
So that's just a lesson in ownership. We really got to start owning shit. You know what I mean? So, that's my take.
So, but when you say the people there, I guess, didn't value their neighborhoods and things, expound on that for me, please.
I mean, I think that's pretty black and white. You can ride through the neighborhoods and see it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Do you take into account why certain people wouldn't have the capacity to value when you think about systemic racism and education and all of those kind of things?
Not really, because when you look at those same things back in the day, in the 60s and the 70s, where they had more pride in their communities, it was the same ghetto, but it was a different beat. People band together. It was really community. Now this shit's just neighborhoods where you don't even know who you live next door to. There's no community anymore. So people don't band together. They don't clean up their neighborhoods. There ain't no more block parties. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that to bring value to the neighborhood. It's violence. People are treating the neighborhood like one of these things that it's like a cash cow. They're going to come in, they're going to suck all of the money out of it, get everything they can, and they're going to dip. That's from drug dealers. That's from landowners, developers, and all of that. Niggas going to get what they're going to get, and they're going to dip. You know what I'm saying? If you're just looking for a place to stay and some shelter, that's your intention when you move in the neighborhood. You're going to get that, you'll lease up, you out. It's like, shit, what these neighborhoods for? You know what I'm saying? Niggas bitching about the gentrification, but they ain't owning it. They can't kick you out of something you don't, if you own it. Can't nobody come take my car from me. I don't own I don't own nothing. It's paid for. You can't take my car. But then it's almost a secondary deed attached to the car. Even though I own it, I gotta pay taxes on it. I don't pay taxes, they can take my shit. So you ain't never owning shit for real. You know what I mean?
Drop some gems in this motherfucker.
It's just me.
His perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
everybody entitled to their own.
Yeah.
where do
Yeah,
you
we
feel
talking
like
about
the
the
conversations
album.
should start to try to change that, to take back the communities?
A lot of these people who are financially stable, look at the moves people making with their money. I can't pocket watch and say what another nigga should do, or what another individual should do with their money. Ain't nobody bad together. You give a nigga some money, what's they gonna do? First thing they gonna do, move out their neighborhood, move into a neighborhood where there's no value for them. Motherfuckers don't even want you living in these neighborhoods. And that's the first place you go. Okay, I understand you want to be safe. You've reached a certain economic status and you feel as if now you're a target. You can't be a $5-10 million nigga still living on West Boulevard and everybody know it. So I understand that. But okay, before you go, why not own some shit? And then, you know, you do development on your own and say, hey, you know what, my people that didn't make it to where I am, let me do some renovating over here so they can live more comfortably. So I won't have a target on my back, even though I did do this for my community. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just what it is, man. We were talking about, I did a record, China Bus. I did the open Q&A yesterday, and people were asking me about China Bus and what I felt and why we should start our black-owned bus companies and transportation companies, and we already had that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But it was very different. You know what I'm saying? People really valued shit like that. And this was when everything was desegregated, right? This is when everything was segregated. Right? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. This is when everything was segregated. So they left us no choice but to spend our money with each other.
Right.
As soon as they gave us the opportunity to go spend money with a white man, I was like, we was itching to spend money with a motherfucker outside our people.
Well, it should be validated.
You know what I'm saying? So once they opened those floodgates, niggas was like, fuck the black dollar. We gonna spend the money with them folks that deprived us this whole time to shop with them. And they were smart because they like, nigga, black people make up trillions of dollars in the economy. Why we ain't getting that bag?
Right.
Let these niggas come buy this shit. They want to buy it. We are the number one consumers of retail.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got the most money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got the most money because we put the most value on the dollar. Imagine if we valued our own transportation. Cats will be out of business. JetBlue will be out of business. American Airways or whoever the fuck will be out of business because we just spend our money black.
Yeah. Spirit.
Niggas be running Spirit.
Man,
Brown.
He say he fly all his hoes on Spirit. I'm like, what? That shit garbage.
Mad as hell.
Surprise.
That's crazy.
That's what I meant, though.
So you change, what was the name? Why change the name? Why change not change the name, but why use the first name and instead of the Deniro?
Because Deniro didn't mean nothing to me. And I can't necessarily trace the origin back to why I put Deniro on my name. When somebody asked me, I was like, I can't remember. And I don't like that. You know?
Right.
So I'm like, damn, you know, I like my government name. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Farrar is my real last name. You know, I'm not ashamed of it. I don't have a alternate being outside of who I am in the rap game. Mm-hmm. I'm one and the same. So why the fuck I can't be my government name? You know what I'm saying? So I just run with that.
That's what's up.
Has your career went the way you wanted it to?
I don't know. You know what? I had so many expectations. You know what I'm saying? But I learned you can't have expectations because it's like your plan, then it's God plan, right? So it's like niggas get so used to moving on their own accord, we get disappointed when shit don't happen like this for us. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
When it's already written in the cards.
Man, you know, you just gotta worry about living in alignment. That's why I say you put the spirit first. As long as you're in alignment with what he got for you, you gonna get it. You can't even miss it. But when you living out of alignment, meaning living and operating out of what you want to do, and you ain't moving through spirit, you gonna miss everything. And I missed a lot because I was doing what I wanted to do. I was trying to help niggas and put niggas on, but God was like, I didn't bless them yet, nigga. I blessed you. Why you blessing them? You trying to be me. You know what? Give me that shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn. And he was like, now watch these niggas level up around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's your lesson. You know, so fall back. You know what I mean?
Wow. That's deep shit right there.
That's real though.
Hold on, I gotta get myself together.
All right. Given the importance and abundance of rebirth in the music that you're putting out now, do you feel like you're continuing with that same message?
Yeah.
As rebirth?
Yeah.
With everything that you just said, you know, before I even answered that question, I was like, yeah, it kind of sounds like you still on the same wave. I think your music has been as authentic now as it was, you know, back in 13 and 12 when you was dropping tapes.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. That's what kept me going.
Man.
So with you talking earlier about how, you know, the baby blew up kind of has the eye now on the city and there's like a bigger platform for the rest of the artists and things that are still here within the city. One question that we always ask artists that come, especially if they're either from or not from Charlotte, is just about the what's the word I'm looking for? You know, just how you guys work together and the love that you guys have amongst each other and just the
cohesion. Is it easy to work with other people that we get this? We probably did 200 plus shows
by now.
150 of them joints.
Oh, and they always say the love in Charlotte, like they don't have it.
People don't
and it's
work
something
together.
They don't work together
No.
here.
I can't
So-
speak on that. I can't speak to that. I don't share that same experience.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't share that experience. Anybody I ever wanted to work with in the city, we tapped in. I did what you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't.
You think that that's because of you,
I
or
know it's because of me.
okay?
And people got to look at the energy they putting out as
Right.
well. You're going to get back what you put out. I've always left room, even being a major artist, when I was signed to Warner Brother, I would come to the local talent shows, pop up, perform for free. Fuck it, nigga. They like, niggas will look at me like, what are you doing here? Like, nigga, what up? Where the talent at? What's
Right.
up? Oh, let's tap in, bro. You dope. Let's get in the studio.
Speaking of, we got training there tomorrow night, man. Mooney's Lounge. If you around, if you out,
Yeah.
if you on about.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel like me laying that ground. I felt like Gucci Man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when he went and did that time and he came back, everybody was still tapped in.
Mhm.
All the younger guys coming up, they're aware of who I am. I always been aware of who I am.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I remember, before even doing music with the baby, when we first got in the studio, he was like, man, you the only rapper in the city I really wanted to work with for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really care to work with nobody else like that.
Okay.
And, there was something to be said about that. Even though he
Right.
was an up-and-coming artist at the time and didn't have as big as a name. You know what I mean? I was just like, shit, I always value things like that when people tell me that, because there's so many other artists that they can work with in the city.
Right.
But when people tell me that, it's just like, damn, I know my value is really real.
So, what advice would you give to these other artists that are here and don't have the same audience or the same? They're not as, I guess, loved as you are.
I mean, shit, they just ain't me. That's just what it is. I mean, I'm me and they're them. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fucked up part about the rap game is it looks so easy that this isn't for everybody. And a lot of people just don't understand, right? You don't gotta force it. If this is what God got you to do, shit just gonna align.
Exactly.
Right? And it's like, and a pastor said that. He said, God will help you to do whatever it is you want to do as long as what you want to do is what he has for you.
Right.
So a lot of niggas want to rap because it look easy.
Mhm.
And I get it do. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much behind the scenes shit that go into it that they don't even see and that they're not aware of. They don't know the business. They don't really know what hard work is. They want instant gratification.
Yeah.
I was in this shit 6 years. I ain't make no bread, for real.
Mhm.
I wasn't making no bags. Everybody was little bruhing me, trying to get me to do local shit for bottles. I'm like, nigga, I don't drink. I don't smoke. What's up? I don't need that. Where the bag at? They wasn't trying to give it to me. These younger artists, man, shit, I did a local showcase maybe 2 years ago. These niggas talking about getting paid. I ain't even never heard of you, bro. I'm just really trying to give you a stage.
Right.
But that's just the game. Everybody look at it as like a prostitute. Put it out on the corner, make some quick money. Because it looks that way.
Right,
These niggas jump in overnight. Everybody got a fucking a library book of money up to their ear.
Right.
Right.
It's real shit.
Right.
And these niggas just broke yesterday.
Right.
Now everybody got them iced up and,
Mhm.
and I'm like, wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. So these young niggas see it and think that's what their
That's
situation gonna be.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Perfect segue, maybe, and unless we got some more questions. What do you talked about other things that you do. You said you do a lot of things. Let the people know what other things you bring to the table other than rapping. Is rap it for you? Or is there another level after that?
Rap is a door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap is just a door. I'm showing people, man, I'm more than just a rapper, man. I'm doing motivational speaking. I start school next month for personal training, fitness and nutrition, strength and conditioning, because it's like, man, that's a big ass bag. Why not legitimize myself and get the bag? It's already there. I'm already showing people this is what I'm passionate about as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a prolific writer. I just wrote a children's book. So it's just like, bruh, like, why not? Like, why not? I'm definitely into the prison reform. We just had a meeting up in New York where we had a roundtable discussion. Me, my son, the guy who helped Jay-Z do his prison reform joint, the lady who's running for mayor. She's an Afro-Latino lady out of Brooklyn, New York. We just all had a roundtable thing about how to bring initiative to different cities. You know what I'm saying? And how to reach the youth. It was guys who did 15 years in prison, got out, and they got curriculum in schools. One lady, she was a felony, got accepted into Columbia University. Now she has curriculum in Columbia University. So it's just like, I want to be a part of those people, but I don't want to wait until my platform isn't as big and then I come off as like a preachy uncle. That's how I see like David Banner and them. And respect to them guys, man, because they could be putting a lot of bullshit in the world and they're not. They're giving out information. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, imagine if this was David Banner when he was dropping Cadillac on 22s and he had the same perspective. I feel like he would have been able to reach more people versus now these young niggas don't know who David Banner is. Like, fuck this old nigga.
Right.
You know, always talking this Black Power shit. But, you know, Killer Mike was the only person who was able to do it because he reinvented himself through the group Run the Jewels. And that's rare, you know, because Killer Mike had a career with, you know, Dungeon Family, and then he just disappeared. Then he came back with Run the Jewels, and now they underground legends. And then he was like, boom, he popped this thing off again. And that was perfect. David Banner didn't have that second win.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man, doing all of these things while I want to come out like that. This is how I want the people to find me so they can't necessarily put me in a box because how they find you is how they want you to remain.
Right.
So if I come out making radio records, they're not going to want to hear when I come to drop the truth or give them my political views. They're going to be like, nigga, I just want to turn up and dance.
Right.
I don't want to hear that shit you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
That's
coming in
It's a
the
fact.
like that. You know what I'm saying? With all of my shit up front.
That's dope.
I saw your picture with Angela Davis.
Shout out to
How was that meeting her?
I mean, it was brief. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see her speak. And that was kind of fucked up because they let so many white people in. And it was just crazy. It was at UNCC Charlotte, and I felt like they didn't let the people who needed the information in. Not just me, because I'm a ferocious reader, so I've read a lot of her shit and perspective. So I would have loved to hear her speak. But at the end of the day, man, they was letting a bunch of college kids in. And I'm like, well, why didn't you do a forum earlier that day just for the college students? And then for the outside general public, have something where it's just for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever, I wasn't really tripping. The line was crazy. And as soon as they said, you know, nobody can see Angela Davis, it's sold out. She came walking through. I was like,
What?
yeah. And I was wearing a jacket and she peeped my shit. I was like, yeah, that's you. And she was like, that's beautiful.
That's
I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
And,
That's what's up.
you know, they snapped the photo and shit. Some shorty, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Took that photo that y'all see. And
she sent it to you.
Yeah, she tagged me in it because I was posing for another camera. You see, you weren't
even looking at it. Right.
When we came in, the shorty was like, I don't know you, but you got an energy about you, and I just felt I should be taking pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? So she had been, you know, and got that shit.
That's what's up.
You know,
That's what's up.
Man.
So tell people about the latest album, where they can find it, all that.
They know. It's 500,000 streams. They know where it's at.
Somebody that doesn't.
700,000 by now.
It's somebody that doesn't.
Spotify.
Oh, that's what's up.
They don't even count like Apple Music, you know, Tidal, SoundCloud, all of the other digital streamers. But I mean, it's on our digital streaming service.
Word.
Yeah.
Dante Farrar, man, we
Thank
appreciate you
you,
for
man.
coming messing with the NoAdvisory crew. We gonna splice audio applause in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But best of luck to you, man. The rest of your career, dog, and the evolution, man. It's been a ride to watch it, and look forward to seeing where you're going.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, man, this has been a fantastic show, man. This is NoAdvisory. It's your boy Petty P.
You girl shot buzz. Why you sound
real
so introspective and shit? Shut the fuck up. Turn this shit off.